What to do if ICE agents come to your door. If an ICE agent comes to your door or at your home, first and foremost, do not answer or open the door for the agent unless they have a warrant. Without a warrant, they can't come into your home. Number two, do not answer any questions. Remain silent, don't speak through the door to an agent, do not answer any questions. Number three, do not sign any paperwork, whether they stuff it under the door, try to force it through a mail slot or anything like that. Don't sign or receive or accept any paperwork from an ICE agent. And then number four, to the best of your ability, document everything. Take photographs, shoot video, because this can be used to defend you later.
Wow. Welcome to Apollos 25, and we bring you current affairs and issues happening globally, including in the United States of America. The raid is real. ICE is raiding and people are being deported. And so we just saw a content creation by a lawyer, especially is giving you advice on how to escape an ISIS raid. So the question is, how practical are these advices? Like the case where you had a raid in Boston and the ISIS agents came in without their warrants and took out certain individuals who had had previous criminal cases reported or charges against them. One was a sexual assault. So I want to hear your thoughts. What is your opinion? Are these measures put in place real? So we're going to look at other content creators and what they have to say as regards to the ISIS raid that is going on right now.
If you see an immigration truck or an immigration agent, what you're going to do is yell as loud as you possibly can, La Migra. And I mean at the top of your lungs. Make sure everyone around you can hear it. If there's any stores in the area, any restaurants, go in there and say, La Migra. Let them know that immigration is there. If an ICE agent comes up to you, do not confirm or deny anything. You have no idea who's an immigrant. You don't know anyone's legal status. Do not speculate either. If an ICE agent tries to talk to you, say, I'm sorry, I don't know, I can't help you. Keep it moving. You do not owe them anything. Did you see something? No, you didn't. You didn't see anything. This agent comes to your door and nicely asks you, have you seen your neighbor? Do you know who this neighbor is? No, you don't. You have no clue. Actually, you've never even been in the street. Please pass this along. You have no idea who this can help.
Hot tip from a lawyer in Los Angeles. These ICE raids are real, and they are happening right now here in Los Angeles, in Philadelphia, and probably in every major blue city in the country. You do not have to open your door to a police officer or anyone. Unless that police officer has a warrant, unless that ICE agent has a warrant, they cannot raid your house. They cannot come in. If you open the door and start talking to them, they will intimidate you. You will end up saying something that will incriminate yourself. Please, for the love of all things holy, do not open your door unless you see a warrant. There is no right for them to just go into your house and take you in the middle of the night. That is not how this country works. You have rights. Know your rights.
I'm John Modlin, Chief of the U.S. Border Patrol's Tucson sector. This morning, I'm at the Tucson International Airport. Behind me, you can see recently processed migrants boarding an international flight back to their country of origin. I would remind anyone thinking about crossing the border illegally between the ports of entry that under Title VIII, you may face an enhanced expedited removal process, meaning that upon being encountered, you will be promptly placed into immigration proceedings and may be removed. Instead, anyone considering migrating to the United States is highly encouraged to apply for admission. Don't risk your life or the lives of your loved ones by crossing illegally through Arizona's desert during the summer months. Remember, there are consequences for illegal entry under Title VIII. These consequences are strictly enforced. Use the CBP One mobile application. Don't cross the border illegally.
So how practical are all of these advices regarding escaping ICE agents, as they are called? It's a real thing, it's a practical threat, and it's happening right now. And so when I look at the next content creation that was made available by various content creators, rather, you begin to see the positive side of this deportation that is going on in the US. People who have had criminal records, people who have given reasons for the society to begin to give speculations about the negative sides of having undocumented immigrants in the country and making every other person look very bad, because you can't come into a country and you're not documented and yet you are around perpetrating crime. So I want to hear what your thoughts, your comments are, even as we view this video.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
How do you get 17 criminal convictions and you don't get deported?
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a
Gotta catch them all.
sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this.
So there's assault with a heroin. How did this happen? This is shocking.
Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got...
Yeah, it's AoE damage, where they go after one of them and then they get another one.
somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by
It's like a bonus.
Not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what
Literally
Border
called
Czar
this.
Tom
Good job.
Homan has.
Well, I mean, I called this. Of course I called this. Obviously, that's what they're going to do.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally.
That's AoE.
They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities.
Shortly after we finished filming, ICE Boston told us they arrested 2 more targets in other parts of town away from our cameras. One of those targets is a previously deported Honduran illegal alien. The other target they got is a Haitian man who first flew into the United States in 2023 as part of President Biden's controversial migrant flights mass parole program. Well, they just picked him up yesterday because he's been arrested locally for sexual assault. It depends what country they're from. If they're from cooperable countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, countries like that, it can be quick. It can be within days or weeks. If it's countries that are harder to deport, countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much, it can go into a process of months. But the Trump administration is changing policies with something called expedited removal. The bottom line is people at home don't need to understand all the policies. The Trump administration is just going to work as fast as they can to get all the people you just saw on camera there out of the country as fast as possible.
Exactly.
They're also going to use their State Department, now led by Marco Rubio, to put pressure on countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much when it comes to those deportations.